It's early morning and the sun is still quite low in the sky, and that's why it's coming across to my eyes. It's a very special day today. It's Yorkshire Day, the 1st of August, and being born in Yorkshire means it's a very special day for us.
Well, I look a little bit of a mess, Mrs. Waters, but it's because I've just got up. Well, I've been hunting for food for Beatrice and Bertram. Why are you up so early?
Now, the weathermen have said that today is going to rain all day, believe it or not, so the early morning is the best time of day to come out and film while the sun is still bright in the sky. Let's go see what we can find. So at this time of day, the slugs are on their way home. They've been out all night and they're heading back under the bushes and the plants to stay where it's cool and damp for the rest of the day, and then they'll come out again tonight. And they're an absolute nuisance in the garden. Ah, Beaky, look, just come to check that those slugs haven't got our little seedlings here. These are going to grow into those tall flowers, but that one looks quite safe.
Mrs. Waters, you've rearranged the garden. What's happened to all the strings and poles?
I've taken them all down, Beaky, and tidied it up. But let's have a quick look. There's only really the gladioli that's changed in this garden, although look at the standard rose. That's recovering.
Look at all the buds on the standard rose. They've come back, haven't they? Oh, have you chopped the climbing rose, Mrs. Waters?
I have, Beaky. I've trimmed it a little bit because it was getting so top heavy. We didn't want that one to break. Let's go and see the gladioli.
Oh wow, look at the gladioli. They've got some strange long pokey things at the top.
Those are going to open up into the flowers, but they're very tall, aren't they?
They're huge. I think the weatherman's got it wrong. The sun keeps coming out again.
It does, but you can still see the clouds in the sky up there, look. You see them? Grey clouds.
Well, let's make the most of the sunshine whilst it's here. Is there anything else to see? Oh, look who else has come out to watch. It's Flo. And oh, look, Mrs. Waters. The horses are back. There's Blondie.
I think Blondie's pleased to be back, look. She's interested in what we're doing.
She doesn't like the flies, does she?
No, the flies irritate them both. Poor old Poppy's got a poorly mane, which sometimes the flies can cause. Poppy, look at us. Hello. Hello, sweetheart. Oh dear, flies around your eyes. They're a nuisance at this time of year, aren't they, those flies? Nobody likes them. She's got some of her mane plaited to stop her scratching it off. No, you can't eat the computer. So, Beaky, we've come over to the kitchen garden, and the first plant we've come to have a look at is the cucumber. Let's see what's happened to the cucumber. First of all, there are some more flowers.
Oh yes, I can see them there. Are there any cucumbers?
Let's have a look. We have to look under the leaves to see if any cucumbers are growing. Let's have a peep under here. Yes, there's a cucumber. It's not very big yet, but you can just see the end of the flower. Let's see if there's another one growing slightly further up the plant. Here, look, can you see on that leaf there, this tiny little cucumber with the flower still on the end, and there's another one next to it.
Oh no! What's happened to the potatoes?
Well, I've started to dig them up, Beaky. We've started to eat them.
Can you dig some up now?
All right, we'll dig some up to show the children. Oh, I can see some under the soil. Oh, yes. Look what we've got here. Potatoes. Quite a nice size as well, those. See if there's any others. These are called earlies, so we won't get too many, I don't think. Ooh. Look. More. Remember, these are the tubers. Some of them are quite big, some of them are quite small, but this one seems to have given us a fair few potatoes. I'll show you them all in a second. Dig right down. If you don't dig them all out, next year they will start to grow again, which would save us planting them, but sometimes they get diseases. There's another nice one. Let's have a look. Look at all these potatoes. 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, I'm dropping them. And 2 little ones. 6 and 2 make 8.
What's this, Mrs. Waters?
That is the chili pepper, I think.
It's had some flowers, hasn't it?
Yes, and I think just where the flowers are dying, you might just be able to see that some fruits will grow.
Where there's a flower, there's a fruit.
Well, not always. Sometimes it's seeds instead.
Not much else has changed in the greenhouse, has it? We're just waiting for the tomatoes to ripen. Oh, Buffy, she's following us around again. She's having a nosy round the greenhouse, isn't she, Mrs. Waters?
She is. She does like coming in here, though. So does Flo. She's sniffing the spring onions. Oh, you can hear the bees buzzing away. They're still in that corner. So these are the outdoor tomatoes, Beaky, and they're doing quite nicely. Look in there. There's some really big ones. We're just waiting for the sun.
We have to wait for the sun for everything, don't we?
Yes, we do. We couldn't survive without the sun. The sun gives us light and warmth, and it helps to make things grow. We better move on because it's going to rain soon.
There's still Marge 2 on the Marge 2 plant, isn't there?
Yes, it keeps growing. So long as we keep picking it, it will keep producing those seeds because the plant wants to survive, and the seeds are the way it survives. So if I keep taking them off, it will keep growing more.
What was this one again, Mrs. Waters?
That is the dwarf French bean, and it's got lovely little purple flowers, hasn't it, where the purple pods are going to grow.
Oh yes, they're the ones that go green when you cook them, aren't they?
Look at the sweet corn, Beaky. It's almost ready. Can you see this bit here? This is the case, and the corn is inside that, and the tassel at the top is going brown, and once that's really dark, we'll be able to pick that because that tells us that it's ripe.
Do I like corn?
Yes, you do. Birds really love corn.
And this is why the horses can't come in this bit of the field yet. Look at the apples. All growing bigger, and the horses would want to eat them all. That would make them sick. The flowers in the borders are all looking beautiful.
I've tied up the lavender so that it doesn't spread all over the path because Flo kept sitting on it. So I've put it into bunches and she's sitting on the step instead now.
That's good.
We love Flo, don't we?
She's a cute dog.
Very cute. It's like Buffy's come back to see us as well.
Hello, Buffy. You come to be on the camera?
Well, you two, it's time for breakfast. They're good friends now, aren't you?
But just before we go, Mrs. Waters, we have to show the children a white rose, the sign of Yorkshire, and our first on a new bush. Happy Yorkshire Day, everyone. See you next week. Bye.